Hello, welcome back to another episode of Food for Thought, the show where we keep you updated on the world of food. From local news to trendy meals, if you love food, this is a place for you. I'm Tyrell.
And I'm Nee, and do we have a great episode lined up for you today?
Coming up, we'll be meeting a representative of Best Bakery to get some insight into the baking industry.
I went down to meet Beth to see if the Tiffins are really worth the hype.
For this you'll need 450 grams of white chocolate, 50 grams of butter.
And then we'll be joined by Sophie, an employee of Best Bakery in a new business located in Wellingborough. And we'll be learning the secrets of the industry, what it's like to work in a brand new bakery.
I personally cannot wait to see all those delicious baked goods.
Earlier this week, we sent Nee down to the Pit Stop, a quiet little restaurant located in the engine shed of the University of Northampton campus, to see what she thought about the atmosphere, but more importantly, the food.
Out of 5 stars, I'd give this dish a 3. The wrap, there wasn't much seasoning in the wrap. We'll then be bringing in a lucky viewer and teach them how to make a simple and healthy meal, which can be found on our website. Let's hope they do better than last week's guest.
And finally, we'll be showing you all how to make a nice, quick and easy lunch for those morning afters.
Well, with that, I think it's time we have a look at Beth's Bakery. I'm excited to see the Tiffins. What about you?
I think for me, I'm just here to see what they offer.
My name's Beth and I own a bakery in Wellingborough. So we make toasties, cookie pies, coffees, cakes. Today I'm going to be showing you how to bake tiffin. It's really easy, takes less than 5 minutes, and you don't have to bake it because it just sits in the fridge. So nice and easy for beginners. For this you'll need 450 grams of white chocolate, 50 grams of butter, 100 grams of ginger biscuits, and 150 grams of cranberries. So now the chocolate mixture is melted, we're going to take the 100 grams of ginger nut biscuits and pour the chocolate mixture over. Okay, and fold that in. Next we're going to add the 150 grams of cranberries. Next, I've greased a 20cm pan with greaseproof paper. I'm just going to pour the mixture into the tin. And now it's all spread evenly in the tin. It just needs to set in the fridge for 3 hours. So after setting for 2 to 3 hours in the fridge, this is what the final product looked like. It's a really fun recipe to play around with because you can add so many different things. So another personal favourite of mine is to add amaretti biscuits and cherries. However, today we just put in cherries and ginger biscuits. So you can find us on Instagram or Facebook as Best Bakery and Cafe, or if you're local, pop down to the shop. We're on Oxford Street in Wellingborough. You can come try some of our food and drinks. Thanks for joining me today. Click the link on the screen now to view our website where you'll find this recipe and much more.
Well, Sophie, that looked fantastic. Now we're here to ask you some questions about what it's like to work in a bakery. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
So tell us, Sophie, has working in a bakery always been a dream of yours?
Oh, it's always been a dream of mine from when I was a little kid. So, yeah.
Did you go to culinary school then?
I didn't, unfortunately, but I did do GCSE cooking. And so I used to bake cakes then, and it just inspired me from there.
First. So what inspired you to want to become a baker of all things?
Well, I used to watch my nan and my dad bake birthday cakes,
Yeah.
and I just loved how they were making and the smell of them.
First.
Gorgeous.
Did you join them? Make some as
Oh,
well?
yeah. I always used to sift the flour.
Oh, that's so sweet. So what's it like to work for such a new bakery?
Oh, I think it's fabulous, and Beth being a young boss as well. And I think it's so nice to see a different perspective on
Yeah.
things. So, yeah, she's done well in that department.
That fits in for my next question. What is it like to work for such a young boss?
It's so nice to see from her perspective
Yeah.
and all the different experiences that
Yeah.
she's had and new techniques that come in as well.
Mm.
And I feel like she's like a big sister to me, seeing as though we're close
That's
to
nice.
age.
Yeah, that's really
And
nice.
so,
That's nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Sophie, did you have any experience before joining Best Bakery, or is this the first for you?
No, this is the first for me.
Okay.
And so, yeah, getting into the business slowly.
First.
I know you've only just started, but what's some advice that you would give other aspiring bakers looking to get started in the field?
I'd say get some ingredients together, mix them up, take some photos, and also go to different bakers. They can give you hands-on experience, like what Beth's doing with me.
Yeah.
So there you are.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What about stuff that you didn't get to do that you'd maybe encourage other people to do before they get into the field?
I just say grab yourself a mentor. Like I watched my nan and my dad and I asked them questions
Yeah.
and how they started doing it, and just see what you can make really.
First.
Really nice, thank you. Well, since the bakery is open, what is the most popular item on the menu?
Ooh, it'd have to be the chocolate chip cookie that's in the shape of a pie.
Wow.
Yeah, you can do it with different fillings. I think the popular one is white chocolate and Biscoff at the moment, yeah.
Biscoff the
Lotus.
biscuit.
Yes, the caramel biscuit, yeah.
Wow.
Come in, have it with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Lovely.
really cool. Okay, we've spoken about what's popular
Yeah.
at the bakery. What about you? What is your favorite item to bake?
Well, my favourite thing to bake would have to be the sausage rolls, actually. Yeah.
Is also your favorite?
Yeah, it's my favourite. Favourite would have to be the cheese and caramelised onion.
First.
Yeah.
Oh, and a little sausage roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Second favourite would have to be the chorizo.
Chorizo, the spicy sausage.
Yeah,
You know what? That sounds really nice.
it
Actually.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Sophie, so about the company, what is it about Best Bakery? What do you guys do differently from other companies that are out there?
Well, I think what we do differently
Yeah.
is we have saviour and sweet flavourings.
First.
So if a family comes in, someone fancies something savoury, they can have a sausage roll, they say, and then maybe someone wants something sweet, they can have a cake.
So you've got a variety.
Yes, variety of
That's
different
nice.
stuff,
That's
yeah.
nice.
So, for example, your sausage roll then, is there something about this sausage roll or even the cookie pies that is different to other bakeries that makes Beth's Bakery stand out maybe?
Well, we get customers to come in and tell us what they want, and if they know of an ingredient that they would like to try,
Yeah.
then we would try and include that the next time they come in.
Okay.
Oh, that leads me to my next question then. So I'm gluten-free intolerant, basically. What would you do for people like me who would walk into the bakery and couldn't, had these dietary
Yeah.
restrictions? How would you approach us?
Well, anything we bake in the morning, we make a list of the ingredients that we use, and we put it in a pamphlet form for the customer to then see what they are intolerant to and what they can have and what they can't have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, I'll have to come down and try that myself. Thank you again for being on the show. We look forward to seeing what you do next. And if you would like to follow more on Beth's journey and Sophie herself, follow the QR code on the screen now to view our opening hours, delicious bake, and much more. Thank you again, Sophie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sophie, for coming down to speak with us about the world of baking. All this talk about baked goods is making me hungry.
Well then, Nee, I'm dying to know what you thought about the engine shed. I think it's time.
Welcome to the pit stop at the Engine Shed, based in the heart of the new Waterside campus of the University of Northampton. Fun fact, this engine shed used to be a subshed for the Wellingborough Roundhouse. The Campus Student Union runs this restaurant as a hub for the public and the students to eat and have fun. From pool tables to Jenga, this is an excellent place for students to come and relax and have some fun. But I'm here to find out for myself. Wow, this place has a great vibe to it. Let's check out the menu. Hi there. Wow, what a great selection of stuff you have. Do you have any gluten-free options by any chance?
Yeah, of course. So we've got wraps, bagels, and chicken goujons.
Wow, sounds great. What are the prices?
So everything's under £5, so we like to keep things really affordable for the students. So,
Wow,
yeah.
it's a bit too good if you ask me. Okay, I'll go with a wrap. Right, so I got the barbecue chicken and cheese. Let's get right into it. Not bad. So overall, out of 5 stars, I'd give this dish a 3. The wrap, there wasn't much seasoning in the wrap, but it was warm and freshly prepared, so points for that. The chips, crunchy, crispy, definitely feels like they were made on the spot as well. And the salad, you can't really go wrong with the salad, can you? So yeah, it's quite good. So let's do a quick recap of what's happened. So in terms of service, I walked in, atmosphere was amazing, people were nice, engaging, friendly, and very helpful as well. So I'm definitely giving that a 5 out of 5 stars. Moving on to the food, I was a bit hesitant at first, gave it a 3 out of 5, but after enjoying the meal, found out it was very savory and filling, so I definitely bumping that up to a 4 out of 5 stars. Entertainment-wise, there were a lot of activities, a lot of things to do. I played pool, realized it wasn't my cup of tea, but overall I did enjoy the experience, so I'm giving that a 4 out of 5 stars. And lastly, for the value for my money, I paid £4.50 for the entire experience. I would say food, filling, entertainment, amazing, all for £4.50, definitely worth it, giving that a 5 out of 5 stars. And overall, I'd rate the pit stop a 4.5 out of 5 stars. And that's all for me. Back to the studio.
Well, Nee, that looks tasty. Might have to give them a visit myself. Anyways, guys, welcome back. We are now joined with Hayden Matthews. We're going to be making a dish, one of your suggestions. This week is feta, mixed with pasta, vegetable pasta salad, with our very own Eddie Twist. Hi, Hayden.
Hi, I'm super glad to be here.
So let's get started, shall we? We have some ingredients that we pre-made earlier today. So all we'll be doing for now is combining these together.
Sounds good. So the ingredients we have here today are pepper, tomato, feta, and fusilli pasta. So Hayden, do you usually cook for yourself or others?
I always try to. I love cooking, so yeah, most nights a week I think I'd cook for myself, yeah.
How many days a week do you usually cook?
Usually like 4 or 5.
Okay.
If I'm not cooking, I'll either order something in or a friend will be cooking for me, yeah.
When we say cooking, like what type of meals would you cook per day? Big meals, small meals?
Not anything extravagant.
Like roast chicken and your turkey?
Just, yeah, something to serve as a dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like anything massive and fancy. Not too many ingredients.
Fairs.
Keep it cheap and simple.
Fairs. Do you ever meal prep?
I try to.
Yeah.
I'm not the best planner, so
Okay.
it doesn't always work out, but an attempt will be made, usually.
Do you get your inspiration for meals from social media, maybe?
If I find something I like on social media, then yes, I'll look into it and see how it's done, but usually it comes from like YouTube or TV, like Bake Off. I love Bake Off.
British Bake Off, huh?
Yeah.
So then how did you learn how to cook then?
Mainly just self-taught, again, through like TV, stuff like that. I don't really own any cookbooks, so if there's something difficult, I'll Google it, see how it's done, and try to do that myself.
So you follow your gut for the most part?
There's a lot of bravery involved, and just hope you don't get salmonella.
I respect that, I respect that.
Now that you mentioned British Bake Off, what about British Bake Off influences you?
Bake Off's all about creativity and being inspired and adding your own thing into it, so I always like to do that, make it my own. No matter what you're doing with food, you can make it personal to you and just take it easy. That's what Bake Off's about. It's relaxed, it's fun,
That's nice.
which works.
Do you have a favorite contestant or judge from British Bake Off that you admire?
Yeah, a couple years ago, Peter won, and I loved him. I was rooting for him the whole time. He's great, and he's got cookbooks out now, and he's super successful.
Wow, good for him, good for him.
What's your favourite food, Hayden?
I love a steak and ale pie.
Oh,
Can't get enough of it. I've never actually made one from scratch, but it's on the list because I just love them so much.
Okay, first.
Lovely. Now before we plate, I'd like to add my own twist, which is a squeeze of lemon juice to give the meal just a little bit of zest.
And with that, it's time to play it all up. Here is the final feta mixed with vegetable pasta salad. Now, doesn't that look amazing? You did a great job, Hayden.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, thank you for coming. Do you want to play it up for us?
I'll play that up. Yeah, thank you very much.
Lovely stuff.
Wow, that looks amazing.
Stunning.
It smells lovely. Oh dear.
You know what? I think we should add a sprinkle of cheese on top to garnish it, you know?
Let's get some more cheese in it.
Absolutely.
Ooh, wee.
Wow.
Real cheesy. Real cheesy.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you for coming, Hayden.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's been great. Thank you.
See you soon.
Right, on the go graphic. We are back in.
I know Saturday nights are fun, but hangovers are not. After crawling out of bed, all you want is a nice, fresh takeaway. However, that can come with a larger budget than you have the price tag for.
Luckily, we are here to tell you how to do a quick and easy affordable meal prep that will be a lifesaver on those mornings you are feeling less than glamorous.
Today's dish is simple. Only 5 minutes and 5 ingredients. The greatest part about this meal is that it only requires leftovers or ready-made ingredients. It's so low prep and extremely effortless. You can also find all the ingredients at a local supermarket, and you can add some, take some out, whatever it is to make it fit you.
The ingredients you'll need to make this dish yourself are leftover chicken, buffalo sauce, grated mozzarella cheese, shredded lettuce, and tortilla wraps. This recipe will also be available on our website. Now, the first thing you want to do is wash your lettuce and dice the chicken. I've already washed the lettuce, so we'll begin to prepare our protein. Thank you.
Now we've got our sauce here, but if you wanted to make this yourself, you would need hot sauce, butter, vinegar, and Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
Thank you, Nee. Once all these ingredients have been added, combine it and add it to your diced chicken. Yeah, slap that in. Beautiful. Add some of the buffalo sauce.
Lovely.
I'll start mixing this now.
Now, once you've got your tortilla, we can begin assembling the wrap. First, we must put the shredded lettuce, then the buffalo chicken. Go for it.
This smells gorgeous, honestly. Can't wait to try some of this. Isn't this your favorite?
Yeah. Might as well just pour it all in, no?
Why not?
Make it easier for ourselves, you know?
There we go.
And then finally, our grated cheese. let's wrap it all up.
You can also store these in the fridge for up to 3 days. So it would be a great idea for a weekly lunch meal prep. And to spice this dish up a bit, I'd recommend personally substituting the tomatoes or the mozzarella for blue cheese.
Wow, doesn't that look great?
Honestly, stunning. And there you have it, a quick and easy cheap meal that any of you guys can make at home.
And remember, this recipe and all our previous ones can be found on our website, which you can find by following the QR code on the screen.
Well, there you have it. I mean, even at times now with cost of living prices and Brexit, things are getting much harder to pay for, right? So having a nice, cheap, easy meal prep that can fill you up throughout the day can really do wonders, even if it's just a small day. Like I have my own meal prep. I assume you do.
Of course I do.
What do you have?
I like to mix it up. You know, I'll have a wrap sometimes, a gluten-free one, of course, because this is regular. Yeah. But to make that gluten-free, you just substitute the tortilla wrap and the chicken if your seasoning might have gluten in it. And then I make stir-fry noodles or fried rice, eggs.
That's nice.
You know, chicken, regular just chicken. I love me some Nando's type chicken, so I make some Nando's type chicken. You know what I mean?
These are easy to make, right?
Yeah, really simple. All you need are leftover stuff, you know?
Yeah. And they don't really take much time because these are pre-made. If you have it done the night before, literally in the mornings you could do what you got to do. But thank you for tuning in, guys. We really do appreciate it. That's all we have time for today and another episode of Food for Thought.
Thank you. Tune in next week where we'll be showing you how to prepare a Greek gyros with tzatziki.
We'll also be heading down to the Waterside Bar on the Waterside campus, giving you our thoughts.
And after that, we'll be answering some of your questions which you've been sharing with us. So be sure to leave your burning questions on our website for a chance of appearing in next week's episode.
And finally, we'll be speaking to our mystery guest about our beginner's cookbook. But until then, I've been Tyrell.
And I have been Nee. Well, let me just say one more thing.
Yeah.
Warm that up, and then you have your perfect meal.
Yeah.
Warm that up, because I like things hot. Perfect. Anyways, I have been Nee.
Yep.
Thank you for watching.
And we'll see you next time.